Well, a quite incredible set of by-election results this week, local by-elections. Reform UK gaining seats all over the country from both the Conservatives and Labour. And of course, we have seen this week the pretty ridiculous spectacle, I think, of Keir Starmer soft-soaping President Macron when, of course, we've handed over hundreds of millions of pounds to the French. We've seen record illegal migrant boat crossings continue, including, we see yesterday, close to 600 people on 10 boats and hundreds more today as well. And frankly, to see Macron seeking to lecture this country, I think is pretty disgraceful. Nigel Farage, one of those hitting back at Macron. And what voters make of this is absolutely crystal clear, because this week we have seen some big reform wins, including firstly in Hartlepool, where you see their reform on nearly 50% of the vote, reform gain from Labour. And I will point out, just look at the Conservative shares of votes in some of these local by-elections. The Tories are still in massive decline. Rotherham, another where you see a reform gain from Labour, over 40% of the vote there for reform. And again, the Conservatives on just 3%, 3.5%. Bassetlaw, you see here an absolute collapse for the Conservatives, down 42 points. And reform getting over 50% of the vote there. A reform gain from the Conservatives. You see here an independent winning in the Isle of Wight. But of the party standing there, you see reform coming ahead of the Conservatives. In Tewkesbury, you've seen another reform gain here, this time from an independent. And yet again, just look at that Conservative and Labour share of the vote down massively. Surrey, meanwhile, you've got Woking South here. The Lib Dems holding that easily, but in second place isn't the Conservatives or Labour, who are both down, it's reform. In Wealdon, Green hold there, but just look at that, a two-horse race between the Greens and reform in that particular ward. The Conservatives, again, down massively. And so you can see the general trend since the local elections. Reform up 18, the Lib Dems up 6, Labour down 14, the Conservatives down 6. So the trend is absolutely clear. Both Labour and the Conservatives in big trouble, and reform gaining seats all over the country. Please do let me know your thoughts on that, though, in the comments below. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more, guys. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. Do head over to Heathen News to read my Substack newsletter. And, of course, as ever, cheers for watching.